There is a big push to fund more services for survivors of violent crime. As part of a 75-page recommendation of changes they're suggesting in the city, the Reimagining Public Safety Task Force outlined a plan to open a community-based trauma recovery center.
KXAN's Avery Travis explains it would help people before they ever call Austin police.
Having problems, eating and sleeping, and they can't return to work, and they can't take care of their kids, and they don't know where to turn.
And oftentimes, advocates say victims of violent crimes are too afraid to report what happened to them to law enforcement.
What we found is that once people actually get the services that they need and start healing, they are more likely to report and work with law enforcement.
More than 50% more likely to report, according to data from the Alliance for Safety and Justice. That's why they've helped open 35 trauma recovery centers across the country, offering free mental health services and case management for survivors, even without a police report, and separate from a police department's victim services. Tara Tucker leads the team trying to expand to Texas, targeting Austin first.
Victim services kind of outside of the system, but like within a community.
That's why Austin's Reimagining Public Safety Task Force is recommending the city designate $1 million for a creation of a center like this. It's a part of nearly a dozen recommendations on how to improve crime victim services.
So who will ultimately decide whether these recommendations are doable and whether the juice is worth the squeeze?
The director of the Office of Police Oversight says it's up to council to approve and the city manager to roll out. But Tucker says with trauma recovery centers helping hundreds of victims a year,
Every community that we're in, this is what they tell us they need.
Avery Travis, KXAN News.
There's no word yet on when the Trauma Recovery Center initiative could go before the city council. A representative for the Austin Police Department told public safety commissioners today a budget item that would approve a June cadet class will be discussed at a work session tomorrow and again at the city council meeting on Thursday. A member of the Reimagining Task Force said they are still not recommending the city fund a cadet class. In fact, that task force recently voted to remove the Greater Austin Crime Commission from the effort due to its support for the council action to restart cadet classes.